Base, a layer 2 blockchain by Coinbase, has been the darling of crypto lately, frequently finding itself in the headlines thanks to the glamour of Coinbase and its wealth of new projects, as well as some less savory scandals. But most importantly, did you know that Base was actually built atop of the Optimism stack by, well, Optimism? So today we take a dive into the superchain of the crypto world and see what it has to offer. First things first, the history. Optimism was founded in 2019 by a trio of experts in blockchain and Ethereum development. There's Carl Flourish, a former Ethereum Foundation researcher, Jinglin Wang, who's played a pivotal role in creating the project's optimistic rollup solution, and Kevin Ho, computer science engineer specialized in digital media design. As of November 30th, 2022, the team has raised a total of $178 million from VC powerhouses such as Paradigm, Wintermute, Andreessen Horowitz, and Nascent, just to name a few. Generally, there are two types of Ethereum rollups: optimistic and ZK rollups. Optimism was the first such layer 2 scaling for Ethereum conducted through optimistic rollups. Optimism does this by rolling up transaction data from the main chain, bundling them into single batches to be processed and settled on the Ethereum mainnet, after which they are returned in a highly compressed form. By doing so, Optimism enhances scalability without compromising on security, enabling faster and cheaper transactions. Now, if you want to learn more about Ethereum rollups, you can find out more from our previous video right here. Click right there. Now, since its highly anticipated mainnet launch in December 2021, Optimism has made significant strides, accomplishing numerous milestones along the way. First, there was the OP airdrop that happened on May 31st last year. In fact, interest in the token ran so high that it jammed up the Optimism network. With this, Optimism officially evolved into a DAO, dubbed as the Optimism Collective. Since then, the project has been busy delivering a number of upgrades to the network. Earlier this year, on June 6th, Optimism also successfully completed its Bedrock hard fork, its largest upgrade ever that significantly cut transaction fees by 40% and deposit confirmation times from 10 minutes to less than a minute. Bedrock also improved the proof modularity for its OP stack, a development software stack which enables developers to launch their own layer 2 blockchains. These proof modularity improvements to the OP stack means that both validity proofs, aka ZK proofs, as well as fraud proofs can be used, meaning L2s building with the OP stack could either be optimistic or ZK rollups themselves. The Bedrock hard fork also includes other upgrades that would turn Optimism into the first layer 2 running on a multi-client ecosystem. This helps improve its resilience by reducing possibilities of network downtime. Say if there is a bug in one client software, the blockchain would be able to rely on the other users running other client softwares to keep the blockchain live. Other changes include improved node performance, which enables execution of several transactions in a single rollup block as opposed to the one transaction per block model previously. Lastly, there's also improved Ethereum equivalence, which sees certain upgrades being introduced to help Optimism achieve maximum compatibility with the Ethereum mothership. With the Bedrock upgrade done, Optimism has just laid down the foundation, or if you will, the bedrock, for its vision of becoming a superchain. As mentioned in the beginning, Coinbase has already integrated the Optimism scaling solution into the Base blockchain. By integrating Optimism, Coinbase aims to provide a more scalable and cost-effective infrastructure for developers building on the Base blockchain. With more chains declaring their use of the OP stack instead of having a fractured ecosystem, Optimism aims to have a unified user experience. Over the next few years, the idea is to make Optimism and any networks built using the OP stack like Base increasingly feel like one seamless superchain. In fact, Optimism recently announced a name change to the OP mainnet to better reflect the objective of creating a superchain network of many layer 2 blockchains. Today, several chains are already being built atop the OP stack. Some of the more notable efforts, aside from Base, includes OPBNB, a BNB chain layer 2 that's currently in its testnet phase, Avo by Ribbon Finance, the first derivatives-focused L2 that lets users trade options and perps, LootChain, a new L2 ecosystem dedicated to Lootverse, the text-based NFT phenomenon back during the height of NFT summer in 2021, DBank Chain, a new L2 by DBank that has been described as an asset layer for social, as well as many others, all of which will become a part of the OP Superchain. OP is the native currency of the OP mainnet. As an L2 network, Optimism still uses ETH as gas for transactions, with OP only being the Optimism Collective's governance token. OP launched with a total supply of 4.3 million tokens with a 2% perpetual inflation rate per year. The token supply allocation includes 20% to be used retroactively for public goods funding, 25% for ecosystem funds, 19% airdrop to eligible users, 17% to investors, and 19% to core contributors. Majority of the investors and core contributors would be subject to 2-year lockup periods, whereas tokens reserved for community are vested for 1 year or less. At the moment, its valuation sits at 6.3 billion, almost 4 times from its Series B valuation of 1.65 billion. According to DeFi Llama, Optimism is currently the 7th largest chain by TVL, behind only the likes of Ethereum, Tron, BSC, Arbitrum, Avalanche, and Polygon. Recently, we even saw Optimism overtaking Arbitrum in transactions thanks to the World Coin launch on the OP mainnet. Velodrome, a native DEX built on the OP mainnet, is now the largest protocol on the network with a 25% dominance in TVL. Superchain may be in its early days, but its potential to become the out-of-the-box standard for launching new chains lends significant potential to Optimism. The Optimism Superchain idea can radically change the Layer 2 ecosystem where rollups are not working in silos, but in a shared ecosystem. With this initiative, Optimism is effectively outsourcing scaling and growth to countless parties. So will the Superchain ever take flight? Well, only time can tell. And also, it's not just Ethereum that's pumping out L2s these days. So learn more about Bitcoin Layer 2s by checking out this video right here.